Hello, everybody. We are back from break. When last we left our heroes, they had been fighting against the Deathslod Yerk, the Lord of Fetid Obliteration. You know what? I actually just remembered this. I had kind of planned on doing this, but I just didn't have time. I forgot. Because it was because Mitch made the comment about how Dark Soulsy Yerk's name was, right? I was actually gonna go do the meme and make a Yerk Lord of Fetid Obliteration like Dark Souls health bar and like toss it up when the fight started. But I forgot to do it because I just got busy. You're muted, Mitch.
That would have been awesome.
Right, I'll have to keep that in mind because I have a couple people. There are other big named enemies that have that kind of like cool name scenario. Maybe I'll.
That was the last one.
Maybe I'll work something out there.
I was gonna say, please more with epic titles.
Right. Well, I mean, you guys have already seen or heard of some others, right? You have the Queen in Obsidia as one that's been name dropped. So, well, I'm working on it. I think we got a couple of interesting ones coming up. Anyways, when we left our heroes, they had been fighting against the Deathslod Yerk. And there was a desperate struggle in which they tried to best the Deathslod while not fighting against the Hydra Zetlal, and in point of fact trying to rescue the egg of the Hydra and win the Hydra over to their side. And it was very touch and go there for a while until through a string of good decision making, lucky calls, and some DM inspiration that they managed to find the egg, convince Zetlal not to fight them, and with all their powers combined, defeated Yerk, the Lord of Fetid Obliteration. But while that has been happening, a different battle has begun. Within the spawning pool, the new generation faces off against Zartem, one of the lieutenants of Yerk. So, let's go ahead and jump into this. I need each of you to select your token and roll for initiative.
Okay.
Bang.
Oh my god, to get a sleeper on the 20-hour train ride is $1,000. $1,000.
You're still obsessed with this train thing.
Look, I'm done with the train thing now. I'm just saying $1,000.
I love it. I feel your unbridled indignation and agree with it.
Why would it be that expensive? Like, that's insane.
They already have it. It's going the same place. It just didn't cost any more.
It's almost like renting a hotel room and a flight at the same time.
No, if you're willing to stay upright for 20 hours, it's only $172.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so each of our players are going to be piloting a new character for this particular encounter. Matashtai is playing as Risk. Bones or Zach is playing as Ask. Jake is playing as Izu, and Jay is playing as Cass, and we will see what our players make of these new characters during this battle. So, we're going to go ahead and do some descending real quick.
I don't approve of Risk's alignment.
Oh, that I just didn't change that. That's the base alignment for Bullywugs. Ignore that.
I'll just ignore their evil alignment.
Yep, ignore that. So, the battle begins as Zartem calls out, they seek to overthrow our lord! Kill them! Right? And without batting an eyelash, the thralls of Yerk's portion of the tribe run forward. So, we're gonna do some...
Can we make a decision real quick before we get into this? We know that the new generation doesn't want to kill the members of the Black Tongue. Do we want to just, out of the gate be like, no, make sure that all attacks are non-lethal? Just to...
Except for Zartem. Fuck that guy.
Alright, except for, I'll agree. that is going to be optional. Zartem optional.
All right. The first bullywug rushes forward and engages with one of its brethren. This is going to be a little bit of a clusterfuck, so my apologies. We'll try to make this as quick as possible. Whop, whop. Big misses all around.
Well, he better be like trying to throw. I don't know how he think we're gonna let him survive after this double cross.
Well, we don't know yet.
Yeah, but I'm saying eventually, assuming he comes out on top, like.
So this guy runs
he's gonna be
forward,
like, I didn't want to blow my cover.
And he actually runs. He jumps into the pond, swims for a bit, and rushes out, and lands right next to Risk. But that is his
fuck you do
his fucking action. This guy is engaged in battle. He's just gonna bite, stab. The stab does hit. They are resistant to that, so we don't have to worry about this. Wow, the guys who are fighting against each other just keep fighting against each other rather than like more people going. Ooh, this guy is kicking ass. So, a battle begins to unfold as Bullywug brother attacks Bullywug sister, attacks Bullywug all over the place, right? Ask, as is probably natural as the de facto leader of the new generation, you are the first to react to this sudden but inevitable betrayal. Oh, what do you do?
From first to last, I go and I flank with my best friend Risk.
Oh shit! This guy's gonna get slapped.
Your best friend.
I don't know if he's my best friend. I don't know what how they
are now
each other.
Okay.
I do. Hold on.
Looks at you. Hello, best friend.
I say,
Bestie. Bestie.
Besto friendo.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All of those hit.
Okay, well, enjoy your
swap places.
Fucking, what is it? 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5, 21 damage.
All right, yeah, you grievously wound this bullywug that you rush up behind, right? Completely unprepared for your assault. Anything else for your turn?
And I'm the de facto leader, yeah?
Yeah.
You said that? All right.
Absolutely. Ask is
I
the
raise
de
up my
facto
bloody
leader.
sword, and I say, forward! But in fucking frog.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds like a plan. All right. Zartem points back, and you see he points at this big ass fucking frog, this giant toad in the back, and then he points at you, Ask, and he says, "Eat him now!" And the toad moves forward. Toad like hippity hops up towards you. So Toad is gonna go basically right here.
And then big jump?
No.
Small jump?
No.
Medium jump.
Medium jump.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
He is gonna jump, but he is gonna have to use his action to gain some additional distance, and jumps over that frog to you, and that is all that he can do this turn. So this little frog runs up at the side as well. Gonna try to make this not a fair fight. Bites, misses. Okay. It's here. So how's it going, y'all? Motherfucker, these guys cannot hit for shit.
I'm reviewing the turn order and I'm not finding Risk, so I might have fucked up.
Look for the name.
Did you
Don't.
Did you fuck up?
Oh, there he is.
There he
Okay,
is.
I
Look
found
for
him.
the name in the tracker.
You're there.
Why is
Oh,
Ezrah
piercing.
on the tracker?
Your characters are all still on the tracker, including Zetlil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you are keeping.
Because this is happening. This is
Got
turn 1
it.
of
Math.
your battle. So.
Math. I figured
right.
it out. I got the boys.
Oh no, this guy's getting ganged up on. Oif. Oif. You guys do see that the numbers favor Zartim and his side. Skipping Ezrah and Ashes. Cass! You're up. There is a swarm of bullywugs to the north that are, like, swarming over one particular portion of your side that is, unfortunately, out of position. And there's a giant-ass toad. Looks like it's about to try to swallow your buddy Ask.
Also, my vision just disappeared.
Did you delete your token?
Nope. I got my token. It's just that my vision just went to, like, 5 feet.
So you actually, the bullywugs actually don't have dark vision, but this whole area should be well lit. Like everyone else, do a reload for me real quick.
Well,
like there are like bioluminescent fungi. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different like fungus and fireflies and things like that that are lighting up this whole cavern. Everyone else can see, right?
There's also a lichen that was just through here.
True.
Yes. Open. Sorry about this, guys.
That was a moss joke.
I see that.
Fuck all of you. It was funny.
I thought it was fine.
Oh, I didn't hear the joke.
No,
so-
my vision keeps
I
going.
didn't get the joke.
But
I just didn't hear it.
Okay, let me just adjust it real quick. Do something like this. How's that do?
I mean, yeah, that gets eh. Well, I mean, so, all right, I can kind of see up a little bit now. It's I can work with that. It's fine.
I don't like this. I'm gonna give you
my token is now just disappeared.
Yeah, because I deleted it. I give you a new token.
Tiny cat.
Roll initiative for me real quick again.
It's weird. It was working fine just a second ago.
Cat's my brother. Why do we have the same letters in our name?
You are from the same spawning. You are the first of you two were basically the first to be spawned from that spawning.
Damn. Eat it. Other frogs.
Okay.
So
I will.
okay, does the token work now?
I think it does.
Right.
I'll move 30 feet.
Oof. Okay.
This way.
Gotcha.
And I will hike.
Hike it up. Hike a question.
Hike.
So 13 misses. 23 hits. And okay, so what are you going with your statement from earlier, right? Like no lethal damage?
Absolutely.
Okay,
No.
so
I know that the new generation does not want to like.
So Cass takes the butt of the spear and knocks this, or butt of the halberd and knocks this bullywug out. Okay.
Okay. And turn, I guess.
All right. Culp steps forward and he actually sees that guy over there. He's gonna try to kill him. He's gonna try to get over there. How far was he? Like right here. Yeah, he can't make it there in a. But he will use his action to dash over to this position. And he's trying to get it. He looks intent on going to try to rescue this other bullywug. Say, Risk, you're up.
Okay. Risk gonna charge forward.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna jump into the water.
Okay. You might notice that you should have a pretty good swim speed.
I do.
You're actually faster in water than you are on land.
Risk is not a talker, but he's going to try. And he's going to say, "Brothers, Yerk is not one of us."
Okay.
And then he's gonna...
Did you say that after jumping, like... Did you
he's
dive
on top
into
of
the
water?
water?
Right? He's like.
Okay, you jumped into the water and you're saying it now. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Understood. Okay. So, is Risk just saying that, or is Risk like using an action to make an impassioned speech to try to sway people?
Yeah, he's gonna try and turn the tides.
Okay.
See if he can get any people who are on the fence about following Yerk still.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay. You just want to like charisma check?
Yeah, because he's not trained in persuasion, so just straight charisma. A 17 is pretty good. You see some of the bullywugs like look at you, right? They look at the missing member of the new generation, the returned Risk, the one that was lost, right? Speaking out, preaching against Yerk. And many of them turn their eyes towards Zartem, right? Kind of like looking at him. And you can tell you are swaying the people, but they are not yet swayed. Okay?
All
right. In that moment, so that is going to be like, that's a big action to like try to do this impassioned speech. Do you have any like bonus actions or anything like that?
I don't think he has any. His actions are stab or bite.
he also he should have something with his shield, but that's still, I think, involved in stabbing
he's shield
and
master.
But that being said, we move along. So there's going to be continued fighting amongst the amongst the bullywug.
Is that our guy?
Yeah, that was your guy. Crit one of their guys.
Oh yeah, be impassioned.
This guy's gonna come up here and try to save his buddy. Okay, and then Izu is up. So you see, right, that Risk jumps kind of like towards the center jumps into the spawning pool, right? The actual spawning pool itself, and makes this impassioned speech. And you do see that there are people that are kind of like listening, right? Like the fighting has not stopped, but his words were not ignored. They just weren't enough. What do you want to do? Izu, wielder of what is it? Terratoga, or is it Terragata? I don't remember.
Terragata.
Cool.
Terragata.
I have a spear.
Some sort of fucking demon shit?
Yep. Some sort of demon shit.
Okay.
Izu will step to the ledge of the spawning pool.
Okay.
And she, right? She,
yep.
She will back up.
Ooh. Okay. We're going the diplomatic route.
And say, brothers, hear Risk's words. Sisters, look. This would-be ally is a fraud. It isn't even one of us.
Wrong.
Oh, okay. So you're calling doubt into the new arrival that is Zartem, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Roll me I will say either performance or persuasion would be applicable. Either one. Another 17. All right. So what is happening here is that you all are making these impassioned speeches, and they're they're well done, but they're not quite meeting the DC, but each one is thus in turn lowering that threshold, right? So again, Easy, you see people are listening to you, right? But they're also looking over their shoulders at Zartem in fear, and more specifically, beyond Zartem to the chambers where Yerk exists currently. You succeeded in lowering the DC, but you did not succeed in kind of like swaying the masses. That is your action. Do you have anything else that you're doing for your turn?
Anything else would be aggressive.
Okay, you're holding it. All right.
Well, okay. Meta pigeon.
Do it up.
Zartem's okay.
Do what?
Against Zartem would probably be okay. If you got any range stuff, I don't know what you got.
I don't know that.
I mean, won't that be a sign of aggression that could?
Also, don't
but you
forget
said that he's a trait. You said that he's a
Okay.
false bullywug, and
All right.
and
Well,
like so, like it's kind of
okay.
following. We're both saying the same thing, right? Like I said, Yerk is not even one of us. You said Zartem's an imposter. Like we're attacking their leadership, not the masses.
Fine. I will cast Hex on.
Ooh,
Zartem.
okay. And that's not necessarily like super flashy or obviously like hostile anyways. So, yeah, you're good. Okay. So you hex Zartem. All right. I'm going to put a eye upon Zartem. This guy, Ushush. Ushush is my favorite froggy. Dear Lord, I can't speak. So Ushush is going to hop into the pond and swim on over to Risk and try to bite your head. Because if there's one thing that's not really listening to you, it's the frogs. So, that's a big miss.
What frog's trying to bite me?
No, it's trying to bite Mitch. All right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a little frog, isn't it?
It's
Okay,
a little frog. Okay.
The 7.
Yes, big miss.
Risk just kind of throws up his shield and blocks it.
I love the idea of Bullywug actually fighting in water, right? But doing it as fluidly as they might fight on land. So like it's not this scenario of like sluggish like drop the shield. No, like Risk is just like whoosh with the shield, just like get the fuck out of here, right? Like, okay, it's Zartem's turn. Zartem jumps into the spawning pool and dives down.
Oh, he's going for the stone.
Out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is all that you are going to be able to see him do without following him down into the depths of the spawning pool. So, you see Zartem dive down into the spawning pool itself. And then the battle continues to rage around you. Lots of people who can't quite move to locations before they attack. And boom, boom. A couple of other attacks going by. Your southern flank is holding up very well, but it has more numbers than your northern flank. Your northern flank is kind of getting beat on.
Going.
And then this guy will actually close with you, Risk, and try to pokey you. A 24 and a 7.
Yep, that 5 damage will hit.
All right, Risk takes 5 damage. All right, back to the top of the turn order. This guy is gonna bite spear, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna turn. Ask it is your turn.
It's me. It's
gonna
my turn.
do-
Oh.
This guy here. I'm just rolling attacks in the background as the battle rages around you guys. The people that are getting attacked are getting attacked. So.
Yeah, that's a good move to keep things moving.
You don't say.
Basically.
Okay, I shout like my friends did. Look, the coward runs! And then I dive into the water after him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you will. So to dive into the water after him, you're gonna have to. Like.
Yeah, I'm gonna have opportunity attacks. I understand that.
Are you gonna take the attacks or are you gonna disengage? Because you could disengage to kind of like go down under them, and not take opportunity attacks, but you'll lose, the ability to take an action if you do that.
Yeah, I will do that. I will disengage because
Okay.
I just want to get up to him.
So
or get down to him.
So what you're going to be able to do is I'll say you are able to dive down, disengage from the giant toad and the bullywug that's next to you, and swim into the depths. And you've got like 10 feet of vision down here through the murky waters. As you go deeper and deeper, you see this purplish glow emanating up from the bed, the muck of the actual spawning pool. And all around you, right, there's these fucking badass bullywug eggs just kind of like floating and bobbing through the water around you, right? But you see Zartem is there at the bottom next to this purplish jagged shard, and he's grabbing it. He's trying to like pull it up out of the muck, out of the mire. And I think so if you use your action to disengage, you still have a bonus action if you have anything to do there.
Yeah,
Otherwise I think you're
still trying to bite him as a bonus action.
Oh yeah, absolutely you can.
And
How
I will.
big is the spawning stone?
It's kind of like the size of like a
good bite.
It's like the size of a log, basically.
I bit him.
Nice crit, hell yeah. So like he's tugging on this stone, trying to like pull it up out of the muck, and Ask you just kind of like surprise, chomp into his shoulder, and he kind of like turns and like glares at you, furious that you're actually attacking him. So that's 8 damage to Zartem. All right, anything else for your turn?
I see it.
Okay, I need 2 more of these attacks. Okay, we've got damage here. And we've got damage here. Right? Yeah. Okay, and then I think the one that actually matters is that giant frog jumps into the water after you. And so as you kind of did the like shark thing appearing behind Zartem, right? This giant toad follows you down and does basically the same thing to you. And it is actually able to make an attack at this point when it reaches you. So here is its bite. Ooh, big miss. Big miss. Okay. And that is going to be Cass's turn.
Screw it. I'm just gonna keep knocking people out. I'm gonna step right here.
Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah.
And...
So this bullywug is in the water and it's engaged with Risk.
Past 10. Was engaged.
Oh shit.
That's a hit.
You know you have reach there, bro.
Yeah,
does.
but I need to get within 5 feet to be able to bite.
To do the bite as well, yeah.
Damn. Just extend your jaws like a python.
Yeah.
26 hits. Holy shit. 17 damage. Very nice.
Still up?
Yeah, still up. Yeah, these the bullywug are surprisingly hardy. Almost as if this mage told you that they were being chaotically transformed by a stone.
Yeah, but mages are pieces of shit. So honestly...
confirm that critical for me, please and thank you.
Yeah. All right, there you
go. Okay. You're good. Okay. Colt actually is going to be able to run over here and heal this guy.
Wait, Jeremy.
What's up?
I have advantage. Right?
No, you don't. Ask is way down in the
that's
water. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in that particular instance.
Yeah, gotcha.
So.
Or nor.
All right.
Honore.
Gonna be healing some people. Okay. Cast on Risk. You're up. You realize, right? Like, your headstrong brother. You're over here trying to convince all of your brethren. Stop fighting. We're not enemies. Fight that guy, right? And Cass just comes over here and starts knocking fucking heads. Like,
we've been through this song and dance too many times. We know how this works.
I feel like that is how Cass would think, yes.
That is absolutely how Cass would think. I agree. All right, Mitch, you're up.
Okay.
In fact, Jay, I'm gonna grant you Bullywug Inspiration.
Bullywug Inspiration.
Bullywug Inspiration.
You get a free fish.
Risk is just gonna say, we don't have to fight. Let us get rid of the insurgents? Or I don't know what the right word is for that.
Sure.
Interlopers.
Okay.
Usurpers?
Usurpers. Yeah, that's a better word. I like that.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Cha.
Damn. Pretty damn good.
Oof. Okay. So I feel like revealing a little bit of I'm in a revealing mood tonight. So your original DC was 20, right? And basically each time you're not hitting it, but each time you roll over a 15, I'm decreasing the DC. So your current DC was an 18. You did not hit it, but you have now decreased the DC to a 17. So again,
right.
like you see not only does the fighting from the enemy side beginning to wane, and they're still starting to listen to you, right? But your side is starting to pull their punches a little bit as well. But there is still fighting. It's not stopped yet, but it's on that cusp.
Risk trusts in the love of his life and dives down into the water.
Oh shit. All right. That guy is gonna swing.
Did you
at
just
though.
call me the love of your life?
Oh, you get stabbed in the back for 9 damage.
Ooh, that's a rough stab. Okay.
That's a rough stab. Well, that was the one that your brother just smacked in the face. So he's a little pissed off.
Fair.
He might be the one that is not listening to your words right now. Okay. We've got that. Izu, you're up.
I don't appreciate how much Mitch is waylaying my bloodlust.
Right?
And he's brown nosing and everything.
Oh no. Oh. You do you, fam.
Seeing
Kill
the just shatter the whole squad up top.
Including your own.
Yep. Boom. Murder hobo. Seeing the tide potentially turn and this creature that we know is not, or at least we have been told by people we trust, is not who they say they are. Izu continues. Does Izu know what is that the spawning stone is? That this is what she understands. Obviously, this culture and what's down there, right?
Yeah, everyone knows
Yeah,
the
okay,
spawning stone is down there. Yeah, absolutely.
So she would call out.
Wow, she'd
Black-
call out.
That was a cackle. Black Tongue Tribe. Your leader in this situation, this pretend bullywug, flees to our spawning stone. To protect it? No. To take it.
Okay.
Defend what is ours.
Okay. Roll me persuasion check.
And this is when I shit the bed.
No, I believe you.
Oh! Okay.
Says,
All right. Enough conversations. Enough. Right, like, not many people have fallen yet. In fact, I only think one has fallen. We have some close others, right? But the fighting has slowed, has been slowing as Ask and Risk and Izu have been calling out to the tribe. And it feels now, right, Izu, that as Ask has dove into the water, as Risk dives down, and it's just you and Cass on the embankment currently, right? You call out a final plea, and there's still a bit of like yelling or shouting for a moment afterwards, but the clatter begins to die down, and the majority of the Blacktongue tribe is just kind of staring there, watching, and you're not sure you're going to get a lot of immediate assistance, but you're not going to get harassed, right? Like, the tide has turned in your favor from the people standpoint. So, that is your action. Movement, bonus action, that type of stuff?
If I have the ability, I would then jump into the water.
Jump into the water, okay. Sounds like a plan. Dive on down, try to get in range to see what's going on.
How far away is everything?
It's about 40 feet down. It's about 40 feet deep. Yeah.
So
So you have to use the majority of your movement to get down towards the bottom. You don't have to go quite that far, because obviously you have a little bit of range, but it is very murky down here, so you only have about 10 to 15 feet worth of vision range in the muddy water.
So what you're saying is I could not get into melee range if I wanted to.
You could get into melee range.
There's only one person I want to get in melee range of. Then
no, you could not get into melee range with him this turn, but you could next turn if he's in the same location.
I would be heading towards the spawning stone. I don't know where that 40 feet will put me, but
well, we put you basically like right here. You're close. You're right behind Risk, basically. Okay. We come back around to Zartem, and Zartem sees, right, he has been attacked by Ask. Risk has appeared. The giant toad has followed Ask down here, still attacking him. And now Izu appears. But Zartem seems unfazed by your presence. He is singularly focused, and he struggles against the spawning stone. And as he does, you see his flesh ripple, right? And writhe, and the greenish hue upon him peels away as you see instead a gray
fucking slod
figure standing there, a gray slod, muscles rippling, trying to pull the spawning stone out of the ground.
Oh my god.
Zartem is gonna make a athletics check against a DC of 20. Because this thing is pretty fucking stuck in here. Let's see how it goes.
Maybe be at disadvantage given how harried he is, but
not yet. Fuck. I whispered that. I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna take it. I did not do that publicly. We're ignoring that one. Chat, you see it, but that one does not count.
Was it good or does that mean it was good or bad?
It was a 21, and then I just rolled a 20 anyways. Zartem, muscles ripple and swell, and he pulls the spawning stone up out of the muck. And is now holding onto it. And again, it's about log size, right? Like if you were cutting wood, chopping wood, that type of scenario, right? Obviously, there's a lot of variables in how big a log is when you're chopping wood. But, you know, yay thick around, yay long, that type of situation. So, anyways, we are... Go. It is, as the rest of everyone else just kind of stands around, right? Ask, you see Zartem pull the stone up out of the muck. What are you gonna do?
All right, well, that's pretty important to us. I would
absolutely.
like to use one of my melee
Break his
attacks.
hands.
To,
Break his hands? What the fuck?
I would like to use one of my melee attacks to, like, I don't know, the water equivalent of push him prone, so he drops it.
So are you gonna try to struggle with? Are you gonna try to take it from him, or are you just trying to like knock him over, or so like trying to knock him down in the water is gonna be kind of difficult. But try,
Yeah,
you
that's
could try
Do
to
you want
just
to grapple him?
you could
That's
try
what
to
I'm
just
saying,
take
the-
it from him.
The water equivalent of, like, slapping it out of his hand.
Yeah. Okay. So you're trying to disarm him of the object that he is holding, right?
Yeah.
So what I would do in this particular situation is I would basically try to make a opposed grapple check, right? So strength or strength athletics versus his strength or strength athletics, basically.
Okay.
Okay. 19 is pretty good. That was a good roll.
Pretty decent. Especially for a deck.
All right, so he pulls the stone up out, and as soon as he does, right, he turns, he whirls as if to like rush away, and Ask is just there and brings down the hilt of the bone sword, cracks it onto his wrist, and then also like brings in the does he have a shield? He has a shield, right? Like
shield.
Brings in the shield and kind of like bashes him against it, and then knocks the pandemonium stone, or the spawning stone down into the muck again. Now it's free. It's not like stuck in the muck. It's just laying there now, though.
Yeah. I will then use my other attack to attempt to grapple him.
Okay. That's another fucking
I rolled
athletics
a
check.
natural 1.
Oof. Now, you do not... He's able to rebuff you at this point, like push you away.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, well, whatever. Well, bonus action bite.
Bonus action bite!
Also a natural 1.
Wow.
God
fucking
damn.
Terrible.
Holy
At least he knocked
shit.
it out. A 2. Good.
Nice. So I will say, Zartem kind of... Does a 14 hit you?
Not even
14
close.
does not hit you. Yeah, so as you're biting, right, like Zartem kind of like lashes out, and you see these razor claws just kind of like shing across your armor. Okay.
All right, then. Turn over.
Turn over. The frog behind you tries to eat you.
Okay.
Because it's a frog. It's not listening to like reason. It's listening to who gives it food, basically. Oh shit! A 22.
Yeah, that does hit.
Okay, 22 hits. You take 14 piercing and 2 poison.
Alright.
And you are now grappled. Basically the frog has glomped onto you and is staying glomped onto you.
All right, then.
So you're now grappled by the frog. Cass, you see the fighting generally
hold on,
has
real quick. Sorry, I was away when you were going through that. So he just got bit by the big frog?
Yeah, so Ask just got glomped by the big frog.
he's within 5 feet of me, I would like to use protection and give the big frog disadvantage on attacking him.
Okay.
Okay.
19
Shit.
would miss. No, 19 would miss.
Yeah,
Ask has 21 AC.
Yeah, he's a god.
Jesus.
Ask, why don't you...
Does
why don't
Risk
you...
have just the straight up worst stats of everyone?
No, he just has different stats. Risk is the tanky boy. Risk has all of the HP and Constitution.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Ask is actually kind of a dexterous little fast boy, but he's also, what is it, a medium armor master?
Medium armor master, and he has +1 half plate and a shield.
Yeah, so Cass has the magic weapon. Ask has the magic armor. Basically.
I didn't know any of that was a thing. I just wanted the guy with the bone sword.
I have a hide armor and a shield.
Right. Look,
you guys get armor and shields?
Well, you got the freaking pig sticker over there, Ashes. Good mention.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
So just to recap, that did make him miss.
Yeah, that did make him miss. So
Okay,
restore your
cool.
HP, and you're not grappled. So that was just a complete miss. Okay.
Right, I'm restored.
Cass,
I'm whole again.
your friends, your allies have convinced the Black Tongue tribe to stop fighting at this current point in time, except for the guy that you have poked repeatedly. He is still fucking pissed because you just beat the shit out of him. And your allies have dove into the water. What do you want to do?
If he's the only one that's aggressive, sorry, and I'll jump into the water.
You're gonna jump into the water?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Roll me that apology at disadvantage. Persuasion disadvantage.
What is that? Charisma?
Yeah, just charisma.
Roll it twice. Take the lowest.
An 11. Yeah, no, he fucking pokes at you as you go by. He absolutely. That is not enough in his eyes. He tries to stab you.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Oh, big miss. He stabs himself.
He didn't try so hard.
No, wait,
Yeah.
no.
All right, never mind.
He commits seppuku.
Okay, Cass, you dive into the water. I'm gonna move these people out of the way because they're above the water, and I want to be able to see things clearly. So you dive into the water, and where you are at, you should be able to close the distance with the gang, basically, that has formed around Zartem. So you should be able to swim down to him, basically.
Zartan himself.
Yeah, so Zartem is currently fighting against Ask, and Risk has shown up as well. Izu's there, but she hasn't been able to quite close yet. You, technically, I don't think you would be able to close, but you have reach, so you can attack if you want to.
Yes, I would like to hike him a question.
Hike him a question. Holy fuck. Yeah, that hits. So he's struggling with Ask, and you just like stab him in the side twice. Dear Lord Jesus. Okay. He starts to bleed black, and it starts to just fill the water around him.
Damn, you do so much damage.
Cass is the DPS boy. Yeah, absolutely.
He got the big weapon.
He's got the big weapon, and he's got, I think, 20 strength. So he's the big.
I do like 1d6 plus 2.
Yeah, you also have, like, Cass has 88 health. You have, like, 108 health. You have, like, 20 more HP than he does. You also get to shove people around with your shield.
I do 1d6 plus 4, if that's helpful.
That's helpful.
If that makes you feel
it's plus
better.
3. Sorry, not 2.
That's in turn.
Anyways, moving on.
Mine's plus 4.
Colt is out of this. Risk. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna start
Feeling
smacking
inadequate.
now. This is Risk's
Feeling
first time to actually hit anyone.
Y'all hating on the boy.
Stab,
Stab,
and then he jumps
stab.
at him.
Yeah, bye.
Okay.
I will say, are you gonna try to flank with your allies?
Oh, yeah. So okay, we'll do that. So the first one misses.
So first one's miss. The bite is gonna hit, and it's a crit anyways. And now the second one, 16 hits, actually.
Hell yeah.
So we got 8 damage, And then we got another 6 damage. You guys are beating up on Zartem. Like, he's starting to get hurt,
He's a piece of shit,
covered
so...
in wounds.
I am gonna say though, after flanking, I'm gonna move over here, and you can move if you want, Zach, but like I can't shield protect you if I'm not within 5 of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're shield protecting, and by moving there, you give Izu the opportunity to have advantage if she so chooses. So
I
Izu,
gotta let my boo get in there.
Oh, baby.
oh baby.
Come down here to this spawning stone with me.
Swimming.
Oh yeah, come take a look at this spawning stone.
As I am swimming towards Zartam, I see what he is doing and recognizing his prize, and I begin channeling a pair of Eldritch Blasts in his direction.
Eldritch Blast.
An Eldritch Blast.
The 13 misses.
So anyway, I started blasting.
The 19 hits.
And
yeah.
that means a Hex Prox.
Oh,
So apparently I don't have damage. It should be 1d6, I think.
Yeah, it should be 1d6. Yep. Nice! Hell yeah!
That's 20 force damage on that attack.
Yep.
Woohoo!
And I'm assuming I can get in melee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would get in melee and open my maw to expose Terragoda.
So I love this, right? Like, Risk, some things might have changed in the time that you were parted from Izu. She's always had some of these kind of like mysterious powers, but not always this. She opens her mouth and the big bright green spider comes out of her mouth, leaps across to Zartem, and bites the shit out of him. And there's this string of like white tether from the back of the spider to her, and as soon as the spider bites Zartem, she just goes and the thing just goes right back into her mouth and it snaps shut.
He's throwing rope.
Risk doesn't know how to feel about this.
Oh, baby.
Kinky.
Okay, brother.
So
my brother.
Zartem does need to make a Constitution saving throw for that, and fails.
Oh,
my
no.
goodness. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So
take that damage.
18 poison damage. Holy shit.
Thank you,
All right.
Terragoda.
Very nice. It is Zartem's turn. And the spawning stone is free, laying at your feet, all of your feet. Zartem reaches for it. And I'm going to allow you all, right? The opportunity here to if you would like to use your reactions, you can try to prevent Zartem from taking the stone.
Yes.
Because this is his free item interaction. He's just picking something up, basically, right? So, if you want to burn reactions, I will allow you to try to impose his ability to grab this.
I would also like to do that.
Okay.
I feel like that's definitely
like 10 feet away.
You are 10 feet away, so not you.
I don't
but
have
the
a
others.
reaction.
Oh, you don't have a reaction.
None of my stuff is reaction.
No. I'm not saying. I'm just
like,
your reaction normally, right? Like what you would have as a normal reaction, like
an
attack of
opportunity,
opportunity,
or
exactly.
like an opportunity.
Right? This is an
something.
opportunity. Keep this guy from grabbing a thing, basically. You know.
Unless you tell me I can cast a spell. That's
fair enough. All right. So
look, you're rolling hot fire. You could probably roll your worst stat and beat him at the moment.
Zartem goes to grab this stone. I'm gonna say that there's gonna be a flurry of activity. I want athletics, strength checks from anyone who is trying to keep the stone away from him.
If I have the athletic skill, can I use it?
Yes, yeah. If you're trained in athletics, you can utilize that. See, that's one of the things that you have that others don't.
Can I use?
I have athletics and stealth
to interpose.
I'll say like it's a slide. I'll say it's like a slide
acrobatic.
Of hand. Yeah, I don't think it's acrobatics, but I will say it's like a slide of hand, so you could like dex anyway. Instead. Yeah.
I needed that.
An 11. Okay. Anything out of Izu?
I don't have anything physical.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
Unless I can spit Terragotta onto the stone.
I will say roll me a charisma check. We'll see how it goes. Because that's your spell casting modifier. Okay. So you're okay.
He told you.
All right.
Working on it.
Now here's the thing. None of these are just like I'm not doing any of these as save or sucks, right? These are all setting DCs, right? So what is going to happen is during the flurry of this activity, right? Like Risk is trying to like struggle with Zartem, and Ask is over there just like kicking and trying to like interpose his sword in between Zartem grabbing the stone, etc. And then Izu over there basically like swims over to the side and just like hawks this fucking spider at the stone. All of this is happening while Zartem is trying to pick it up. And now I'm going to roll for Zartem to see if he is going to be able to succeed. So the 11 is a little bit of a fail. Right? Doesn't really affect too terribly much. The 14 is going to add a +1 to the overall effect because it was basically multiple stages of like 14 to 16 to 18. Right? So the 20 is going to add a +3. So the DC is going to be a 19, which is pretty aggressive. He's got a +5.
Yes!
You are able to keep him from picking up the stone.
Izu MVP right now.
Honestly, yeah.
You are able to keep him from picking up the stone. And yeah. I think what's going to happen...
Water whispers into his ear. This is ours.
Zartem goes invisible.
He's underwater in murky water.
I'm aware. Okay. It's not going to be like a guaranteed get out of jail free card, but he now goes invisible.
Okay.
So there is a clear push as he begins to move, right? But I'm not gonna let any of you take attacks of opportunity because you were all using your reactions to try to fuck around with it. But what I am gonna say is Cass, who has reach, right? And was not able to get involved, does see this kind of like murky form begin to, like, you see him go invisible and you see this murky form begin to push through the water, and he leaves your threat range so you can make an attack at disadvantage. Because normally you wouldn't be able to make an attack at all because you can't make an opportunity attack against something you can't see, right?
Damn, that's a good disadvantage attack.
Yeah, it was a 20 hits. Okay.
9 damage. But,
all right, 9 damage. So you hit, and there's not only is this like murky water, but Zartem is bleeding pretty heavily. So there's black blood just kind of like pooling around him. And it is at this point that there is this chomping, clanging sound, and Zetlal the Hydra spits out Yerk's head. His head falls onto the ground, the circlet spins around, and it is in this moment, this immediate aftermath, no fighting happening here, none of the clangor of battle, none of the roaring of the Hydra, that all of you hear the clamor of battle back from whence you have came at the spawning pool. So, Matashtai, hearing this, but also being trapped in a cave, what are you gonna do?
Help! I'm gonna go back over and grab my bag of holding.
Okay, so you go fish out the bag of holding, grab that.
And I'm gonna get back over here, and I'm just gonna say, I've got the egg. I don't know how to get out of here now, though. I take out my. I don't know how many actions I can do. I don't know what I can do.
You're running slim. You're almost out. Give me something you're doing, or be done.
I reach in and I pull out my portable ram and just get it ready.
Oh shit! Okay. All right. All right. Sounds like a plan. While we're at this, Bones, please roll for Mossy. Initiative for Mossy real quick. Just in case it matters, but it might not.
That's not.
Oof. Big oof. All right, all the way at the bottom of the turn tracker. Very nice.
I mean, he can dig a hole for Matt.
Yes. Here at the end of the turn.
So,
and for us to, go through the shit that he's been hoarding.
Ask.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You're up.
I do want that shit. Oh, it's also me.
That's you.
Okay. Well, I feel like I should, You said the dude, like, swam off? Is he, like, within swim range, or what?
Yeah, you can still kind of see his form. Sorry, he did not go as far as he was supposed to go. He went basically over here. So if you swim, you have about 10, 15 feet of vision. So if you swim down in the direction that he went, you can kind of see his murky form. It's just hard to pinpoint exactly his body, basically. But he is... I'll just put him back onto the thing. So, he is here.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Swim me over there. I'm gonna try and grab him.
Okay. You will just be rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yep. Oh, I moved the wrong person. Sorry. Moved Risk initially. Yeah, okay.
I got zipped over there.
Yeah, my bad. Roll me athletics at disadvantage. Strength 10. Whoop. He's able to shove you off.
I do it again. I got 2 attacks.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oof. Oh!
Hey! He's technically wins.
Yeah, I mean,
but...
that's your interpretation. If a nat 1 automatically fails, or
I know by raw nat 1s they're only supposed to apply critical successes and critical failures are only supposed to apply to combat, right? You don't crit outside of combat, in theory. However, I think that's a dumb rule, and I don't think it's cool, so that's why I'll allow you guys to crit on ability checks or critical fail on ability checks, etc., etc. So in that instance, I think, so there's a struggle, and Zartem would normally be able to shove Ask off. But as this struggle is happening, right, keep in mind, Zartem in his Slod form is not naturally aquatic. So he kind of slips, and whereas Ask is fully, aquatic and very agile in the water, Zartem is not, and so he slips and gets basically pushed into a grappled position, and so he cannot move. Fuck!
All right,
My God, with the critical failure.
13.
Man, the dice have been doing us good tonight.
You absolutely they have. That is still not going to hit though.
Yeah, I know.
13 is a big old miss.
That's all I can do.
The toad is a little like he can't get to the target that he was told to get to. So he kind of just like meanders around. He tries to like swim up and kind of like around, but he can't get to Ask at this point. Ezrah, sorry I missed you. We're going back. Ezrah.
Oh.
Rude.
The battle with Yerk seems to be done, but you can hear the sounds of battle coming from the spawning pool, and your ally is shouting about help, help. What do you want to do?
I assume he's being more communicative than help, and he's trapped in a loot
help!
room
I'm trapped in here.
Actually dying to some horde of something else.
I shoot a ketchup packet out the pot at the hole.
And I'm going to dimension door back where I last saw Zartam.
Oh!
Which, if memory serves, why the fuck did that not work right?
Does DD work like that? Like, how far does DD go?
500 feet.
500 feet.
Like, Dimension Door is all over
one of
the
my
place.
favorite spells. It is absolutely one of my favorite spells in all of D&D.
And I come out of this portal, and I see what looks like the remnants of combat, but still combat. As I do, I come out and say, Yerk is dead. Zetlal is free.
Nice. That
and I
all of these bullywug who were looking at the spawning pool go and look at you, right? And they're all like,
and again, I speak in tongues, so they all understand.
Yeah, so they're all like, there's this like, right, like kind of moment.
Matt just kind of whispers to Bones, Ezra just left, didn't he?
No. Yeah, I say no. Yeah.
No.
I don't know how much I can understand what is going on under the sea, but I am there.
Okay. Yeah, you have no real way of having any idea of what's going on in the spawning pool, right? Like, you just have popped back into this situation,
but
and there's.
I am aware that Zartam was focused on the.
Sure.
And the fact that he didn't take people away.
Oh yeah, when you pop back,
smart.
everyone is still here. Like none of the people that were supposed to be gone. Yeah.
I can't see what's happening, but I feel like these are equations I can do quickly in my head.
Oh yeah.
Also, the clock's ticking before Ashes passes out.
Very true.
Ashes and possibly Matashtai.
Ashes,
what are you gonna pass? Oh, the explosion. No, I'm not gonna die from that.
Okay. I hear the cry of help from an ally, but I'm also like waning on if I'm conscious enough and not just. You need help. He's stuck.
Drink a potion so you don't instantly die here in a minute.
I bull rush the wall.
Great.
Wow.
Okay,
it's like right next to Bones.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot of fucking damage.
To a wall.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me. In addition to that, roll me an athletics check. Because we're gonna do a combination of the damage that you did, but also basically like portable ramming it. So you are the portable ram in this instance.
I am not.
He's a very portable ram.
I'm not a.
You're not a Lycan, so you don't have advantage.
Yeah, this is not normal.
Shit, but you still have a plus 9.
You gotta roll some normie numbers.
Good. So you hit basically square up on the sliver, right? The cut. and it cracks in instantly, right? Like, Matashtai, you pulled out the portable ram, and you're like, and the wall in front of you goes poof, right? And that slit has gone from a slit to like a hole, and a good portion of the wall around it is cracked and caved in. It's not quite opened, it's not big enough for you to get through, but it can't take one or two more whacks of anything before it all just crumbles.
Nice. Okay, cool.
All right. Ashes. Anything else for your turn?
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Cass. Zartem. I guess Ashes. Zartem is trying to flee from you. You poked him a good one, and then Ask seems to be grappling with his shape in the water. What do you want to do?
If I can see that he's grappling with the shape in the water, that gives me an idea where it is. So I'm just gonna swim up. Clearly, I can.
Yeah, I've got him.
All right. So I am just going to stab, bite. Is this going to be at regular or disadvantage?
It's at regular.
Regular.
Why would you be at disadvantage?
He's invisible.
Oh, right. Yeah, but he's also grappled. Grapple wouldn't normally give a disadvantage or give advantage in this type of situation, but I think for the purposes of this scenario, he's bleeding heavily, he's in murky water, he can't move, so he can't really dodge you, right? So I would say it's at normal at this point. Look!
Stab him.
Stab.
If a 19 hit, he takes 26 damage.
26 damage. Yeah, you go to stab him, and
God, you're rolling so good.
He is bleeding like a motherfucker, but he is still struggling against Ask. Anything else for your turn?
That's a turn.
The Hydra moves up behind you, Ashes, and the heads go into the wall, and the wall crumples in front of you and in front of Matashtai. And Matashtai, you feel this pressure on your mind, right? As that kind of like...
I open up.
It's right okay. There is this. My egg.
I got it right here.
Okay, so that scenario is happening. That scenario is happening. Bones, you're up.
Oh, hey, you're out. Okay then.
And we can go ahead and do this as well.
Oh, hey,
oh my God! I can see anything.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that little cave.
Look at that little cave.
Oh, look at that little cave. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go off and see what old Ezra's doing.
Okay. So you haven't been moving for a while, so you can action or you can cat dash again.
We can cat dash my ass over here.
Okay. Easy peasy.
20-ish, that's 40-ish. That's 60-ish. Alright. Yeah, I guess might as well bonus action dash too. What the hell? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, well, that's where I can get.
Okay, so you see there are there's a lot of bullywugs here. It looks like there was a fight, but everyone's kind of milling around and they're just watching the central spawning pool. Ezra seems to have just finished saying something, and all of these bullywugs suddenly turn and look at him, but not in a hostile way, in kind of like a surprised, like shocked, awed kind of way. And that is the end of that. Risk, you're up.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I get to here? I have 40 swim and 30
so
land.
You could, you in theory could kind of like swim up, but he's actually like still 30, 40 feet down. So that's wall right now, basically.
Oh, okay, so I can't like get advantage.
Yeah, that being said, though,
that's
as I said with Cass, with Jay earlier, right? I'm not going to give you guys disadvantage because he's being held, right? He's in murky water. He's being held. He's grappled. He's bleeding all over the place, right? So,
Risk is gonna drop the shield, and he's going for He's going for broke here. Spear. Two-handed.
You're using the two. I left that option on there.
And he rolls a 4.
Damage.
Wow.
That's a rough one.
He doesn't. He's not okay. That's a low number. I can tell already. All right.
That's a hit.
He gonna bite. He gonna bite.
I'm all right.
He's trying real
You're
hard.
stabbing. He's flailing. There's blood in the water everywhere.
You almost did as much as one of Ash's attack. I'm sorry.
I'd like to action charge.
Dan, do you have that, bro?
You don't have that.
No.
That'd be so sick.
Did you not get an opportunity? Oh yeah.
No, none of us got opportunities because we tried to stop the.
Yeah, you guys didn't really get to use a lot of the special abilities that you had because you kind of you took the pacifist approach to the fight. Which is
okay.
fine.
Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna speak to all the frogs and toads in the spawning pool.
30 feet down in the water.
No, that's fine. In the spawning pool.
Okay, you're into the
I
water.
use speak with frogs and toads.
Okay, let's do it.
And I say.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I tell all of them, bite him.
So there are actually regular sized frogs and toads that are swimming around in this pond. So
that's 1 damage from each of them. Let's
go.
Bring the swarm.
All right, Izu, it's your turn. That's you, Jake. Whenever you're ready.
That is me. Jesus, trying to multitask. So I can see this grappling of what I know is an invisible creature.
Yeah, I mean you see where everyone swims, and as you swim closer, you see the trio. Ask has grappled something in the water, and the other two are stabbing at it. So yeah.
So I'm gonna go up a little bit.
Okay,
just
up
so
and
I
over?
can get an angle. Yeah, so I can get an angle. And I'm going to
fire
off my
40 feet of
Eldritch
movement
Blast.
speed in the water, so you've got plenty.
And I do not need sight of a creature to Eldritch Blast it.
Yeah.
That's one thing I confirmed. So,
really?
so I
That's
go.
Weird.
Yep, there is no, at least in this scripting.
It's like shooting a bow, right? Like you don't have to see it; you can shoot at.
Shoot at the square, basically.
Makes sense.
Nice.
24. Okay. 18. Both hit.
Oh, get blasting.
So there's this streak of energy that thuds into the form that Ask is struggling with. That basically the entirety of the new generation is just swarmed over. In almost kind of like a frenzy, protecting
Honestly,
the spawning
cool how
stone,
we all converged
right?
on him.
Like absolutely. And Cass is over there stabbing with the pike, and Risk drops his shield to stab more ferociously with his spear. Eldritch blasts flying in, and the struggling figure stops struggling.
Hell yeah.
As Zartem, unable to escape, is cut down in the murky depths of the spawning pool. And as that happens, dozens and dozens of frogs and toads swirl up around from the general area, and begin to bite and rip and tear at the figure that was Zartem, as Risk calls out, speaks with his lesser kin, right? And nature heeds, nature responds, and it's not quite piranha or quipper levels, right? But if left to their own devices, this swarm of frogs and toads that has appeared, they'll devour Zartem's body in a couple of turns, basically.
Hell yeah.
And I think that in the aftermath of this moment, I think we probably move over to a cutscene, right? The new generation, together as one, descends upon the spawning stone and refits it into its proper place. Bones and Ezrah watch in the next few moments as the Blacktongue tribe, who has kind of held their breath, waiting to see what happens, erupts in a chorus of croaks as the new generation rises up from the depths of the spawning pool. In the immediate aftermath, Culp is going around and tending to the wounded and to the few that had been knocked unconscious or grievously injured by their comrades. And there is a strange, tense air about the place. An atmosphere of shame as some of the Bullywug members, some of the members of the tribe still look at each other with hate, right? Having actually fought, having intended to kill one another, regardless of what the new generation has done in this moment, regardless of what the new generation's allies have done in freeing the tribe, the Blacktongue tribe, it's not a flipped switch. There is going to need to be time for the tribe to heal, and it might never go beyond some of the wounds that have been caused here today. But because of the actions of the new generation, because of the alliance that they made with these strange adventurers, Zetlal, the Guardian, still stands. Yerk,
untouched, by the way.
The Tyrant, has fallen, and there are very few that have suffered great wounds on this day. So what could have been a far worse schism between the tribe has been prevented. And I think that's where we're probably going to go ahead and call it tonight. When next we play, we'll actually let the party go through the aftermath, the immediate aftermath of what has happened with Yerk, and do anything else that they want to do.
Can I have one last act as Risk?
Absolutely.
Risk rises out of the water, walks up onto the land.
Oh,
he walks up to one of the Yerk toads, claps him on the back, and he says, "Let's go fishing."
Do you already have DM inspiration?
No, I don't.
Take DM inspiration. I will give you that because of the in-character callback to the fishing. Very nicely done. All right. So, that was an exciting situation. You guys do so much goddamn damage. Everything is DPS race with y'all. Like, it's insane.
You gotta start giving things like 400 HP now.
Well, I mean, so... Yes. But it's not just that. There's you guys got a lot of utility in your kits. Things like stuns, things like advantages,
really
things
cool.
like, you know.
I really thought the redirect reaction was really cool. I thought that was because I don't think that's raw from anything.
Oh,
so
no, that's definitely not raw.
And I thought that was a really cool mechanic. I really like that. It makes it scary because when you think you're doing well, all of a sudden you're hitting an ally. Yep. It was a good mechanic.
I also really liked the scenario that it kind of put this choice moment to Ezrah, because Ezrah normally would be like, nah, fuck that, you ain't doing resources. That. But he didn't want to do that because he wanted to make sure that Yerk couldn't teleport. So this was there was the scenario of fuck, I could stop my allies from hurting each other, but to do that I have to give him the chance to teleport, and that could be ugly.
Just
so
imagine a scenario where Matt and Yerk are locked away.
I thought that was gonna happen for a hot second.
That's what he was gonna try to do. 100%.
Like I was like ready. I was just like I was gonna go down punching. That's why I hid the bag. I was like, I'm just gonna.
We're like, fuck.
All we could do is just sit there and watch through a crack in the wall.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, backed into a corner, Matt can do a shit ton of damage, especially with the molten armor on him.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be rough.
Well, anyways,
I can't wait for next week. We start up and we're like, "Hey guys, we did it!" And Ezra eventually drops concentration, not just erupted.
Poor. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Hope you all enjoyed. We will be back next week for more adventures in Undermountain. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.